Our split squat overhead press is a combo move that is focusing on the strength in our legs and the strength in our shoulders. This is one fluid movement, hence the split squat shoulder press instead of split squat to shoulder press. So we are trying to press those weights above the head with those arms at the same time as those legs are coming up. This allows us to use the power in those legs to help drive the weights up overhead. This is also a great exercise to elevate the heart rate as well because we're using numerous muscle groups in the body. So you should be comfortable with a normal overhead press and a normal split squat prior to performing this movement. If you're not, go watch our split squat demonstration video or our overhead press demonstration video, which is going to break those individual exercises down a little bit more. So, starting point for these, bring those weights up to the shoulders. Get into that split squat position, so 1 foot forward, 1 leg back. Make sure you have the appropriate distance here so that when you're at the bottom, both that front and that back leg is about at a 90-degree bend. We're going to get down nice and low in that split squat. As we're driving up with the legs, we're going to press those weights up overhead, and then we're going to drop them down to the shoulders as we already start to lower back down into that squat. So the legs are generating a lot of that momentum to help press the weights up overhead. They're also absorbing a lot of the force as we're lowering those weights down to the shoulders. Biggest mistakes I see made on this exercise: 1, not keeping the core nice and tight. So instead, a lot of times I'll see people either falling forward like this or even arching the back like this so that they're able to use more of the chest to press up. Another big mistake I see made on this one, turning it into 2 separate exercises. So squatting down, coming up, pressing, squatting down, coming up, and pressing. That is a different exercise altogether. This one we want to work on fluidity in that movement to really start to elevate the heart rate. Another common mistake made is pressing when you're going down and then lowering the weights as you're coming up. So essentially you're doing the opposite with the upper body as you are with the lower body. This is actually a fairly common thing I see on this exercise. So people, when dropping down, will press up and then they'll lower back down to the shoulders when coming up. Again, that can be a different exercise as well. For this one, we want them to work together. So use those legs to absorb the force coming down. Use those legs to generate that momentum going up.